After years of being overshadowed by Red Bull's unbeatable dominance, Lewis Hamilton has re-emerged from the shadows in a way no one could have predicted. But this isn't just a typical comeback. Hamilton isn't returning to challenge for titles with just another race-winning car. No, he's unveiling a revolutionary new engine design that promises to dismantle Red Bull's stranglehold on the championship. But how did this happen? How did Hamilton, after a season of silence and speculation about his future, suddenly appear with a game-changing plan that could completely alter the trajectory of F1? It's a story filled with intrigue, ambition, and the kind of genius that has defined Hamilton's career. In this video, we'll uncover the shocking details behind Hamilton's unbelievable comeback, the mysterious new engine technology, and the bold strategy he's using to challenge Red Bull's reign. Is it truly possible for one driver, even with all his talent, to take on the might of Red Bull and Max Verstappen? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: this is the most exciting chapter in Hamilton's career. For years, Lewis Hamilton had been the face of Formula One. From his meteoric rise with McLaren to his record-breaking reign with Mercedes, Hamilton had proven time and time again that he was a force to be reckoned with. But after the 2024 season, something changed. The once dominant Mercedes team had struggled to keep up with Red Bull's relentless pace, and Hamilton's performance, while still impressive, was no longer enough to dethrone Max Verstappen. Fans began to wonder, was Hamilton on the verge of retirement? Was his time in F1 over, and would the sport move on without him? He stayed largely out of the spotlight, keeping a low profile and focusing on his other ventures. Speculation about his future grew, with rumors swirling that he had been in talks with Ferrari, McLaren, and even considering a move to a completely different motorsport. But then, out of nowhere, Hamilton resurfaced. No longer just a driver, Hamilton was now positioning himself as a visionary. His silence was broken with a bombshell announcement. He had been working on a revolutionary new engine design, one that he believed could disrupt Red Bull's dominance and change the future of Formula One racing. This new engine, dubbed the Phoenix engine, was the result of years of research and development. Hamilton had been secretly working with a group of the world's top engineers, many of whom were previously involved in Formula One's cutting-edge hybrid technologies. The Phoenix engine was a hybrid electric power unit unlike anything F1 had seen before, with groundbreaking advancements that promised to deliver unprecedented power, efficiency, and sustainability. Chapter 2. The Phoenix engine, the heart of the revolution. Approx. 2,000 words. The Phoenix engine was a complete reinvention of how power units worked in Formula One. While Red Bull and other teams were still fine-tuning their existing designs, Hamilton's engine was built from the ground up with one key goal in mind: breaking the mold. It wasn't just about raw power. It was about efficiency, agility, and adaptability. The Phoenix engine used a new type of hybrid system, combining an advanced electric motor with a completely reworked internal combustion engine, making it far more energy efficient than any existing unit. One of the engine's most revolutionary aspects was its ability to self-regulate power output depending on the track conditions. Unlike current F1 engines, which rely on fixed power outputs that can be either too much or too little for different tracks, the Phoenix engine had the ability to adapt in real time. This meant that Hamilton could rely on a car that would deliver optimal performance at any moment, without wasting precious energy or losing speed. Hamilton's involvement in the engine's design was more than just a driver's input. He became the mastermind behind its core principles. Drawing from his years of racing experience, Hamilton worked closely with engineers to create an engine that was not only faster but smarter. The new engine could store more energy during braking, maximize power delivery during acceleration, and minimize fuel consumption, an advantage that no team had been able to achieve until now. Hamilton's decision to bring this engine to the forefront was not just a bid to challenge Red Bull, it was a mission to change the sport. The Phoenix engine was designed to be environmentally friendly, with a focus on reducing the carbon footprint of F1 while still delivering mind-blowing performance. This aspect of the engine made Hamilton a key player in Formula One's push towards sustainability. As the details of the Phoenix engine leaked to the public, the motorsport world was left in shock. How could Hamilton, a driver nearing the end of his career, be behind the development of such a groundbreaking piece of technology? What was his ultimate goal? Was it a personal vendetta against Red Bull, or was he truly aiming to push Formula One into a new era? Chapter 3. The Battle for Control. Approx 2,500 words. Hamilton's bold move to challenge Red Bull didn't stop with the engine. He knew that in order to bring his vision to life, he would need to work with a team that shared his goals and ambitions. The Phoenix engine wasn't just going to be tested on any car. It would need the right team to help refine it and bring it to its full potential. After months of negotiations, Hamilton struck a deal with a lesser-known but ambitious team, Aston Martin. While Aston Martin wasn't as dominant as Red Bull or Mercedes, the team was rapidly growing and had shown strong potential in recent seasons. They had the infrastructure, the ambition, and most importantly, the willingness to innovate. With Aston Martin behind him, Hamilton's goal was clear. Develop the Phoenix engine into a race-winning power unit and use it to disrupt Red Bull's complete dominance. He wasn't just aiming to challenge Verstappen, he was planning to destroy Red Bull's monopoly on the sport and restore parity to F1. But not everyone was happy about Hamilton's bold move. Red Bull, who had been untouchable for years, saw Hamilton's resurgence as a direct threat to their supremacy. Christian Horner, Red Bull's team principal, wasted no time in firing back. In a series of fiery interviews, Horner accused Hamilton of trying to change the sport for his own gain and disrupt the balance of power in Formula One. Lewis Hamilton's decision to introduce a new engine isn't about competition. This is about him desperately trying to stay relevant in a sport that's moving forward without him, Horner said. We've been dominating for a reason, and that reason is simple. Our car, our engine, and our driver are the best in the world. But Hamilton was undeterred. His confidence in the Phoenix engine was unshakable, and he was prepared to prove that innovation and a fresh approach could outperform the established order. He wasn't just fighting Red Bull's dominance, he was fighting for the future of Formula One itself. The media frenzy around Hamilton's comeback only intensified as the 2026 season approached. Was Hamilton truly the future of Formula One, or was his new engine just another attempt to cling to the glory of the past? Chapter 4. The Showdown. Approximately 1,500 words. The 2026 Formula One season finally arrived, and the world was watching with bated breath. The traditional powers of Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari were all gunning for victory. But it was Hamilton and Aston Martin's new project that had everyone talking. The first few races of the season were filled with drama and surprises. Hamilton's new car, equipped with the Phoenix engine, showed impressive pace and consistency right from the start. But it wasn't just the car's raw speed that impressed. Hamilton's smooth driving style, combined with the adaptable nature of the Phoenix engine, allowed him to outperform the competition, especially in challenging conditions. In Bahrain, Hamilton secured his first win of the season, narrowly beating Max Verstappen to the finish line. The race was a masterclass in strategy, with Hamilton managing his energy and tire wear like never before. As he crossed the line, the crowd erupted in cheers, witnessing the beginning of an unprecedented comeback. The following races saw Hamilton continue to challenge Verstappen and Red Bull. The Phoenix engine was proving to be as revolutionary as Hamilton had promised, and it quickly became clear that Red Bull's reign was under serious threat. The once untouchable dominance of Verstappen and Red Bull was starting to crumble, and Hamilton's incredible comeback was taking shape. As the 2026 season unfolds, one thing is certain: Lewis Hamilton's comeback is nothing short of extraordinary. His decision to introduce the Phoenix engine and team up with Aston Martin has disrupted the balance of Formula One, challenging the dominance of Red Bull and bringing a new era of innovation to the sport. But the battle is far from over. As Hamilton continues to chase his 8th World Championship, the questions remain. Will the Phoenix engine be the key to his ultimate triumph? Can Hamilton truly dethrone Verstappen and Red Bull, or is this just the beginning of a new chapter in F1 history. Stay tuned, because the 2026 season is shaping up to be the most exciting year in Formula One in decades, and Lewis Hamilton is at the center of it all. As the 2026 season progressed, the momentum behind Hamilton's comeback continued to build, and with each race, his standing in the championship grew stronger. But with that rise came increasing pressure, both from his competitors and the media. Red Bull's dominance had been undeniable for years, and although Hamilton's Phoenix engine was proving itself in racing conditions, the world watched closely to see if his success was a flash in the pan or the beginning of a new era for Formula One.